Hello everyone, VegasVic1965. This week's video, we're still in the Nether, and we're going to tell you everything you need to know about one of the toughest melee hitting mobs in the game, the Piglin Brute. Without further ado, let's find out. Piglin Brutes are the strongest of the Piglin variety, and they can only be found within the multiple variations of the Bastion Remnant within the Nether. Now, they're very easily distinguishable by their black clothes, their huge belt buckle, and a golden axe, and they wield that axe with enormous power. One of the most important differences between the regular Piglins and the Piglin Brutes that I'm sure you'll be happy to know is once these guys die, they do not respawn. They'll respawn when the world is created and the chunks are loaded. If they are killed, they do not respawn. Now, unlike regular Piglins, you cannot barter with Piglin Brutes. They will not be distracted by gold, and they won't care if you're wearing gold. They will still come after you. And unlike regular Piglins, they are not afraid of soulfire items. As you can see, the regular Piglin is terrified of these soulfire items, and nor are the Piglin Brutes afraid of zombified Piglins like the regular Piglins are. Piglin Brutes spawn into the game with a golden axe, and occasionally that axe is enchanted. Now, if you are killed by a Piglin Brute and you drop your gear, they will not pick it up to wear it. They do not use any other weapon. They won't use a crossbow. They won't use a sword, only the golden axe. And so if you are killed by that Piglin Brute, your items will be laying there. Just remember that if you have those chunks loaded in that area where your items are at, after 5 minutes, they will despawn. Now, there is a way if you're really bored and you want to suit these guys up with some armor, and that is to use a dispenser. Piglin Brutes are the third strongest melee damage dealing mob in the game, tied with the Vindicator. Now, the Piglin Brute has 50 health or 25 hearts, and that's just over twice what the health of the Vindicator. There are only two other mobs in the game that hit harder than the Piglin Brute, and that is the Warden with up to 22.5 hearts, and of course the Iron Golem, which can do over 16 hearts of damage. Now, this damage I'm talking about is, of course, without any armor. Armor is always going to at least mitigate some of the damage coming in. Now, if you're not wearing anything, on easy mode, if a Piglin Brute hits you, it can be over 3.5 hearts. On normal mode, it can be 6.5 hearts, and on hard mode can be over 9.5 hearts. So make sure if you go up against these guys or brush up against them that you are wearing some armor. Piglin Brutes will attack any mob that attacks them, even by accident, unless it's a goat. Now, they actively go after players, withers, and wither skeletons if they are within 16 blocks. If you successfully kill a Piglin Brute, he will drop 20 experience, and there's a chance that he will drop his golden axe. That's an 8.5% chance. Now, if you have looting on your weapon at the time, your sword, then for each level of looting, it'll be 1% up to a maximum of 11.5%. Now, occasionally, Piglins will actually go after a hoglin like you see right here. Now, on Java Edition, the Piglin Brute does not join in on the attack, nor does it do a victory dance. But on Bedrock, it actually does join in, but it will not do a victory dance. Piglin Brutes after combat will attempt to return back to their spawn point, and unlike regular Piglins, there is no baby version of the Piglin Brute. But they do share one thing in common, and that is they are not immune to lava and they're not immune to fire. If you happen to be playing on Peaceful or change it to Peaceful, in the Java version, the Piglin Brutes will actually disappear, as you can see here, and on the Bedrock side, they will just become passive mobs. Just like regular Piglins, if you bring a Piglin Brute into the Overworld through the portal, he will start to shake, and eventually he will turn into a zombified Piglin after 15 seconds, still holding the golden axe. But there is a way, if you have cheats enabled or you're playing on single player and you're able to do so, you can bring him in with no AI. And with no AI, they will not change. They will remain a Piglin brute. Of course, no, they won't be moving around, but they will not change into a zombified Piglin. Well, I hope you found this information useful in your Minecraft worlds, and if you did, click that like button. And if you want to subscribe for past or future videos, click that subscribe button. It really helps me and lets me know that I provide great quality content for you guys each and every week. So until next week's video, thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you then. Bye-bye.